Okay, using the photo system within the website editor, what you do is log in as you normally would and you choose photos and click on the photo button. It will bring up the photo system, and let me give you an overview of this program and kind of how it all works. Um, the concept of photos is you can always add one photo at a time as you're editing a page. You can drag over the image button and drop it in and then go search your computer for an image and upload it. Now, for instance, let's say that you have a logo like this one, Teodu.com. That logo for Teodu, once you upload it one time, is now in the online photo library for this particular website. So the next time you go add a photo, and if it's the logo you want to insert into a different page, which is a likely way you'd be using it, you'll find that logo here, so you don't have to wait for the upload, and it'll just immediately appear in your website. So, but the same photo system can be used to create albums of photos. And I want to show you how that's done. What you do is you go to the bottom of the page and you can create a new album, but I always just short circuit this because usually when I want to create a new album I just have pictures I want to import. So you just click on import and it will bring up a question, and the question is add new photos to an album, and I want to add it to an album but we don't have any albums. So there's a button here that says new album. If there was album, then you can just select them. We'll just click new. Now, one thing I want to share with you is that if you notice, this right here is checked private. Okay, you want to mark it as public because once you set this album up, and we'll call this training video test. That's the name of the album. If we don't mark it to public, when you go and try to utilize that album in your website, it won't be available for selection, and it's going to be very upsetting. So you're going to want to definitely set that to public. You can also make it secure and put in a password, and we don't really use the friends only program, but there is a way to do that. So I'm going to go ahead and mark it as public and go ahead and save this. And now what it's going to do is ask me to what I want to do, and obviously I want to continue. Now, what's a tag? Ever gone to Google and searched images? And maybe you would search cobblestone chamber, for instance, or cobblestone Nevada, for instance. I don't know if there's such a place, but nevertheless, if you were to search cobblestone Nevada and you had images that had tags that had cobblestone Nevada, cobblestone, that's one. We're going to add a new tag called Nevada as two. Now I'm going to go ahead and click on these, and now that will automatically associate the tags, those two tags, to every photo that is updated into your album. So we're going to go ahead and continue now. Browse for images. Now I have some images in here from, we're working with a organization called Florence Chamber. So I think what I'm going to do is go in here and I'll select a few photos here. Like we'll select this downtown picture, this courthouse. Now I'm holding my control key down on a Windows device and I'm choosing these that way. So there we go. I've got a few pictures. I'm going to go ahead and click open, and what it will do now is it will bring those images in to the photo editor. And we have a slow internet day today, so we've got to be a little patient here. Sorry about the delay. I will just wait. I'll stop syncing my Google Drive, and I can see that helped quite a bit there. There we go. I was hoping the second one, hopefully the third one will be speedy here as well. Yes, good. So we're on our way here. Sorry about the little delay there. Alright, so now what we've done is we've uploaded those photos into an album called Training Video Test. So let me show you what you can do with that album. We're going to go back to our home screen. I'm going to go ahead and click on Pages. I'm going to bring up our page that we keep working on called Commerce Training. And I'm going to go ahead and bring in a three-dimensional board. If you remember from our earlier training, we had a large column with column at the top. So we're going to take advantage of that. I'm going to go ahead and click on Edit Page. I'm going to go ahead and choose Media, and I'm going to choose the 3D gallery. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to drop it in there. If you notice now, I have a training video test available here because I made it public. And I'm going to go ahead and resize this. I'll just go max size. And you can see I can align it. You can see here in the options area, I can display the controls, I can display the titles, I can autoplay it, and I can loop it. So I don't want to display the titles. Those are pretty ugly. And I didn't pay much attention to those, so they won't probably be accurate anyway. And I'm going to go ahead and save this page. And what we'll do now is I'll go back to Commerce Assurity. Let me see the name of this page here. Yeah, Commerce Assurity. And then I'll add a slash at the end. And you'll see I have Commerce Training right here. And I don't believe it published yet. So actually I need to put, if you notice, it didn't show up because I have not published the page. I only saved it. So we're publishing it now. There we go. I'll go back to the web page. I'll refresh it. And now, as you can see, we have a rather nice presentation. And when people click on these, for instance, if they make them go larger, then they can take full screen. They can, go through and they can do different things like this. It's a very nice module. So that's how that works. Now I'm going to show you a couple more things quickly here. If we go back to Media, you can see here that we can also put in a photo grid, and we can choose that same training video test. Click Select, and I notice that sometimes what you have to do is you have to resize it. I'm not sure why before they'll show up. I'm not quite sure what's going on there, but let me check this again. Select this, and we're going to go to Training Video Test and spacing. This is what you got to do. You adjust this, and then I can go ahead and save this. Save, continue. You could save a step just by pressing publish. I just have a bad habit of doing that extra step. And I'm going to go back to the page here in a moment.
Doing good. How about yourself?
And we're going to go ahead and refresh this page now that it's published.
Yeah, we're about halfway
And
now.
you will see now that at the top what we have is we have a grid view, and people can actually adjust this right from their browser, and you can choose them and explode them into a larger view. And there's a lot of really neat things that you can do with this module. So, any hoots, that is how the photo album works.